All right, good afternoon, everybody. Let's get in here, make sure this is working. All right, I think we're live. Let me just double check the YouTube channel here. Want to see if we're live here. Yep, we are. Sweet. All right. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome in here for Free Agency Day hockey. We're going to get this shared around here if anyone wants to join in and talk about hockey. It's a big day. Free Agency just opened up at noon. We're going to go through here. We're going to talk some hockey stuff, some sports stuff with this, just something a little different for you guys. Let me get this shared around here. Hopefully everybody's having a great Monday morning. All right. Oh my, I don't know what that was. Oh, that was me. All right, so let's get in here. We're gonna jump into some hockey talk here. Let me write some of this down so we know what we're looking at here. All right, so we got some hockey stuff to discuss here. I'm going to write some of this down as we're going to discuss it here. Jump into chat. You're all welcome to chat along with us as we go to discuss hockey stuff here. First thing is the Nashville Predators have signed forward Jonathan Marchessault to a 5-year, $27.5 million deal. That averages out about $5.5 million average. So let me just put that down. Marchessault. So Nashville, 5 years, 5.5 mil. All right. They continue to go down here. We got some big names out there right now. Steven Stamkos is a big one we're watching for here. So we're just going to kind of scroll down and talk about some of these ones here. We got Brett Pesce is going to the New Jersey Devils from Carolina. Reportedly heading to the goal for 6-year contract, so that term hasn't been fully announced yet. So we're waiting to see if we get some other ones here. Patrick Maroon leaving Boston, heading west to the Chicago Blackhawks. Looks like, so that's a good thing here. We're waiting to see what my Pittsburgh Penguins do as well. Matt Roy going from LA, going east to the Washington Capitals. So that's another big blue line addition there. It looks like we have a big trade actually just happened in the last few minutes here as well. We're also looking at trades. So it looks like the Washington Capitals have acquired defenseman Jacob Chachern from Ottawa, and in exchange, going back to Ottawa is going to be Nick Jensen in a 2026 third-round pick. Pretty fair trade on that one. Jacob Chachern is a good player. Going to add definitely to the blue line for the Washington Capitals. A really big name out there in the hockey world we're watching right now is Steven Stamkos. He was the captain of the Tampa Bay Lightning. He is going to be on the move today. Here right now, we're looking maybe the Nashville Predators and a 4-year deal. So we'll have to see what happens with that. Everybody with Consular. Of course. Nope. Out of county automatic fire alarm, not my problem. All right, so again, we're opening up the chat today. Anyone is welcome to chat along with us here. We're going to get it shared around. We're going to see where things go here. Teuvo Teravainen, that's a big one going out west as well, leaving the Carolina going to Chicago. So we'll keep an eye on that. Oliver Ekman-Larsson, I did write that one down, is leaving the Florida Panthers, heading up north to the Toronto Maple Leafs. It was a 4-year, $3.5 million average deal. We already talked about Jonathan Marchessault. We're waiting to hear about Steven Stamkos, where he might be heading off to. So there it is right there. 11 minutes ago, Steven Stamkos, 4 years in Nashville. So let's write that one down because that's a big one. Stamkos going to Nashville as well. So Nashville's really doing some big things today already. It's a 4-year, 8 average. That's a big contract there for them as well. There's Sam Lafferty, former Penguin, heading to Buffalo. 2-year, $2 million average. That's not too bad for them. I'm going to keep going down here. Waiting to see. There's been some trades on and off here. Tyler Toffoli heading out west, looks like, to the San Jose Sharks. We'll write that one down as well. Did you get my message, Dad?
Yeah.
Can you share that around everywhere? Get some people watching, please.
Are you doing alright?
I am.
Hi, everybody.
Dad says hi. I don't think there's many people watching at all. Dante said hi. That's about it.
Dante, somebody.
I don't know if he's still on or not, though.
Or Dante, nobody.
I didn't say that. I said I don't know if he's still watching. Yeah, I don't know if he's still on. Steven Stamkos got moved. The captain of Tampa Bay Lightning.
Really?
He went to Nashville. 4 years, $8 million average. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Everybody's on here. I'm just looking through all the free agency, and everyone's. Oh, Dante's still here. Okay, cool.
And is that Dante like hockey? Who else like hockey? Did
Pazek's liked hockey, yeah. We'll see if. Did you share on the Storm Tracker thing too?
I'll do it on. Yeah, I'll do it on all of them.
Just to get it out there if anybody wants to come chat hockey. If you like hockey, come chat. Brady Ski. There's a good one. What is with Nashville? All of a sudden, Nashville just got 10 different players. Brady Ski from Carolina heading to Nashville. 7 years, 7 average. Must be nice to have money. All right, so let's keep looking here and see. Tyler Bertuzzi went to Chicago. We'll have to get his contract here. Elias Lindholm. There's a big name. Let's see if I can get his stats somewhere here. Toronto taking all the Florida Panthers who won the Cup this year. So I'm going to put that one down there as well. We'll take a look at that. Where'd it go? Tyler Bertuzzi. Going to Chicago. We'll wait on details for that. Awesome, Dante. We'll see if you're a Flyers fan, aren't you? We'll see if the Flyers do anything today. Jacob Slavin looks to be. There's that Pesci trade. Let me pull that one back up right here. That's a pretty big one there, too. Going to New Jersey. It's a 6-year, 6 times 5.5. That's a pretty big one there. Flyers and Toronto fan. Well, there you go, Dante. So we're seeing some Toronto action here for you. So all your Toronto guys are pulling some big, pulling some pretty big people here. You lost Tyler Bertuzzi. He's going to Chicago, but you guys got Anthony Stolars from the Florida Panthers. You also got Oliver Ekman-Larsson from the Florida Panthers. That's a 4-year deal. We're still waiting on the Stolars details. Let's go back up here as this continues to refresh for me here. Nashville throwing money around like Morgan Wallen throwing chairs off bars on Broadway. And Nashville's definitely making some big purchases this year. They got Steven Stamkos, Jonathan Marchessault, and Brady Skahey. Some big years, big money going out the door there. So the Rangers are still waiting to do something. So I'm going to look down here and see. There's the Lindholm deal that just came out. He's leaving. Elias Lindholm is leaving the Vancouver Canucks, heading to the Bruins. So he's heading from the West Coast to the East Coast. It's a pretty big deal there. 7 years, 7.75 average. That's pretty good. We're going to write him down here, Lindholm. And usually the first couple hours of free agency is pretty crazy. It will back down a little bit once we get into the afternoon hours, but usually these are all deals that are already kind of agreed on, but they have to wait until noon, the day of free agency opens, which is always July 1st. You have to wait until free agency opens up to be able to, do that. We'll also talk about some big signings that has happened over the past few days as well. I know the Carolina Hurricanes just traded Jake Gensel, former Penguin, to Tampa Bay, and he signed a big contract with Tampa Bay. So I guess when you lose out on Stamkos, you gain someone a little bit younger. So Lindholm went to Boston. 7 years, 7.75 mil. So we'll keep an eye. I'm just writing down all the big ones right now. Keeping an eye open if anything else does come out. So that's going to be big for Nashville this year. Nashville's going to be a team that's going to be kind of a little weird. Looks like Chicago's going pretty big this year as well. So like the Devils are doing some big stuff here. But yeah, Nashville's definitely the team that's doing some big things this year. People are saying, Colorado, are we going to do anything? How about the Penguins? Penguins haven't done much yet, so we'll keep an eye on them as well. Let me scroll down here a little way. There's the Oliver Ekman-Larsson. I have that one. I got to find out what about Tyler Bertuzzi, what his contract dealio is. Patrick Maroon went to the Chicago. Matt Roy. There's the trade between the Washington and Ottawa. That's a decent one there. Anthony Mantha. Trying to see what some of these contracts are here. Mantha to Calgary, 1 year, $3.5 million. $3.5 million. Got to start another page here. There's March Assault there. Got the Tyler Toffoli trade that came out. Go back up and refresh, see if there's anything new going on. So we're waiting on the Bertuzzi details right now. I'm trying to see what else we got to look for. Okay, there's the Nikita Zadorov. So definitely coming out of Vancouver, they're definitely dumping the players too right now. So we got Zadorov. On to Boston, 6 years, $5 million average. I'm looking down here to see if I see anybody else. I love everyone's like, come on, do something. Somebody do something. Every page is like, come on, do something. There's Bertuzzi's there. All right, to click on. There's Teravainen's contract. Let's put him down. If I can spell his name right, would be wonderful. Teravainen. Bain. Chicago. 3 times 5.4 mil. Okay, so there's Teravainen. The big thing today is going to be just kind of refreshing the page here and seeing what we got. So there's the Mantha one that just popped up. Weiss Lindholm. Jacob Slavin signed a 5 or 8-year deal with the Carolina Hurricanes to remain with Carolina, so that's going to be a big one there. Sean Mahonen, there's a big one. Sean Mahonen is on his way to the Columbus Blue Jackets, 5.5 mil. So we'll write him down as well. Or Monahan, sorry, I'm not Mahonen. Monahan. So Doc will be very happy about that one. There's a lot of big names on the move right away here, and there's a lot of teams out there I'm not seeing on my list yet. Looks like Brandon Montour also leaving Florida, heading west to the Seattle Kraken to help with their blue line, so that'll be big for them. He's a good defenseman. Let's see what happens with that. Jason Zucker, former Penguin, on his way to Buffalo, it looks like. That's a pretty big one there. Zucker going to Buffalo. 1 year, 5 mil. It's a lot of long-term contracts going on. So yeah, Sean Monahan is going to Columbus to reunite with Johnny Gaudreau. So that's definitely a Calgary reunion going on there. Yeah, Barry Trotz is definitely getting a team together down here in Nashville right now. So, yeah, Nashville's looking mighty scary after today. Yes, they are. Yeah, so far Nashville has Marchessault, Stamkos, and Skahey. I haven't seen anything else from them yet. Right now, big moves right now going on include Toronto, Nashville, San Jose, Chicago, New Jersey, Boston. That's pretty much about it right now. Nothing from the Flyers, nothing from Colorado, nothing from the Penguins. Looks like Sam Reinhart extended his contract. There's a big one there. Brendan Dillon coming out of Winnipeg, going to New Jersey. So New Jersey doing it big again. Let me flip the page here and get the next page going. Brendan Dillon to New Jersey for 3 years at $4 million average. So Dylan to New Jersey. 3 times 4 mil. Okay, so that's a big one there. Someone said the Penguins signed Aaron Mariaga to a 4-year worth 40 million, 30 million. They're funny. They are funny. So I haven't heard nothing from Colorado yet. Nothing from Utah, the new Utah team. We've heard nothing else from a lot of the East Coast teams. None of the New York teams yet. Nothing out of Detroit, Dallas, either of the Florida teams. Joel Edmondson going to LA. Edmondson. 4 years, 3.8 mil. Usually the Penguins already have somebody lined up, and they usually are making a big contract. So I haven't seen much from them yet. So they're going to go after some small guys here, which I don't know. What else they're gonna do. Laurent Brossoit leaving Winnipeg, going to Chicago. So Chicago's upgrading their goalies. I wouldn't really consider that a major person. There's a big one. Jake DeBrusk going out to Vancouver. So leaving Boston behind. Uh, 7-year, 5.5 mil. So that's a decent one. Everybody's talking about the one little trade in Boston. About the only thing I've seen so far is Eric Johnson's been re-signed by Philly. So there you go, Don. That's the only thing Philly's done so far. So there's still some players out there available, some big names. Jeff Skinner still just got brought out. Alex Wenberg, Vladimir Tarasenko, Anthony Duclair, Adam Henrique. So those are some different ones. So it looks like David Perron is leaving Detroit, heading to Ottawa. He's been around for a while. Victor Arvidsson. That's a big one. Victor Arvidsson. He's going to Edmonton. That's Edmonton's first big one that I'm aware of. So Arvidsson. Uh, 2 years, 4 mil. So that's 8 million there for him. Oh, by the way, it's also Canada Day, so happy Canada Day to any of our followers from Canada. Everybody's really watching that Stamkos one. That was the biggest one of the day. It was definitely Steven Stamkos going to Nashville. That was big. That was really big. Like I said, a lot of these. So for, a lot of people who don't know free agency day for hockey, it kind of like comes at you like a spider monkey. And everything's already ready to go. Sign, they're all agreeing. It's just they can't officially make it official and sign the contracts until um, until free agency day opens July 1st. And it obviously continues through the summer. Now, trades can happen before this. We've had trades since the draft, NHL draft day a few days ago. So there's been a couple trades. I know the Penguins did a couple. My Penguins did a couple small trades. Nothing super crazy. I know we got Kevin Hayes from St. Louis for future considerations. So I don't know how well that's going to work out for us, but let's keep an eye open on it here. Jake Bean going to Calgary. That's a big one. He's a good defenseman. So we got Bean going to Calgary. 2-year, $2 million. I'm gonna run out of space real soon. Got to keep going pages, I guess. Craig Smith leaving Boston, going to Chicago. $1 million 1 year. I'm just trying to scroll down here and see who we got going around. If anyone else is new moving about that I'm not aware of. So yes, free agency day's been open for about 40 minutes now. Like I said, everything's kind of open. As soon as it hits, everybody just like starts announcing that they've agreed to contracts and terms. And that's like the big thing is you're just going to kind of sit here and you're just going to sit here and see, stuff going like crazy for the first like 2 hours, and then it'll die off. This and trade deadline. When the trade deadline hits, that gets pretty wild. So, because you have trades like up to the very last minute. But if anybody is just kind of sitting back and being quiet and watching, make sure you can tune into the comments. Jump in, ask questions. Let's discuss this. Let's discuss hockey. If you like hockey, this is definitely for you. Let's discuss. That's what this is all about. There's no fight, no arguing here. It's just let's talk hockey. Let's talk. Are these good? Are these good signings? Are these good for each team? Is your team done anything? Is your local team done anything? That's pretty much all we can really do right now. But that's what we do. That's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna just watch this for a while. I'm gonna write down this Montour trade here. That's a pretty big one. 7 years. To try to see if I can find the average for that one. So Brandon Montour. Going to Seattle. 7 years, and I'll have to get the amount for that trade there as well. Yes, yeah, the mums must be upstairs taking care of my stuff for me here. Yeah, that's what we're here to do, guys. Jump in, talk, discuss. That's what we're kind of doing. Kind of just refreshing this and seeing. See, I broke it already. See what I do? My mouse would cooperate. There we go. Yeah, jump in. Let's discuss. We watched 5 games total. I'm sorry, Dante. I haven't watched a whole lot of games either. The Flyers did as bad as the Penguins last year. Both our teams kind of sucked this past year. Toronto didn't do too bad. They made it into the playoffs. I think they won the first round, then they got their butt kicked in the second round. So, but we'll keep an eye on everything here. So just waiting to see here. Getting again. This is on X. I do follow a lot of hockey insiders who Sportsnet and who else we got on here that I follow a good bit. Elliot Friedman is a very good one to follow if you're looking to follow hockey. Knows definitely what he's talking about. Let's see if we can find some other ones. Frank's Saravalli, also very good to follow. Most of these are just people just talking, or team team fan pages and stuff. There's a couple out there. Kevin Weeks is another real big one to follow. They cover a lot of the hockey and stuff. Pierre LeBrun, another good one to follow. If you want to follow hockey on X, that's for sure. We were first in the division, then I don't know what happened. Dante, that's a good question to ask to New York. Ask the Rangers, who won the President's Trophy for most points in the league, and then they tanked to Florida. So there's the David Perron one. I'm going to write that one down. David Perron to Ottawa, 2 years, $4 million. He's been with Detroit for a while now, so this will be definitely different. I know different for him. 2 times $4 million. Okay. Oh, there you go, Detroit fans. You got a veteran netminder coming your way. Cam Talbot's heading to Detroit, 2-year deal it looks like. So that's a pretty big one. Make sure I'm following Frank. I think I am. Yeah, I'm following Frank. Today's the day I kind of will go around and follow all the hockey people just so I can watch the free agency. Now I watch so much weather and stuff on here as well. That they kind of get mixes in. See, here's the people that like commenting here. Okay, this is great. Kyle Dubas, who's a Penguins general manager. Dante, you probably know he came from Toronto. When are you going to do something, whether it's fixing or ruining the Penguins, or even both somehow? Those are the ones I like. There's Kasperi Kapanen. He got a 1-year, $1 million deal in St. Louis, so he's staying there. So if anybody's new watching along, make sure you jump in the chat. Let's discuss hockey. Let's discuss your team. See what your team's doing here. Got a little bit of movement going on. My team hasn't done anything yet, so we'll have to wait and see. Canucks and Bruins are just switching players, pretty much. So there's the Perron deal to Ottawa. You leaving? Yeah. Okay. As far as I know, I just have Dante watching with me.
Okay.
Dad shared it on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I don't know about on YouTube, but
I think that's where I'm going to get the people to come watch from. Not my friend. No, none of my friends other than Dante are going to come watch. Dante's awesome hanging out with us. So this is another thing I'm going to take a look at here in just a minute. We'll pull this up. You can see here Florida's list, the team that just won the Stanley Cup. That is their list of restricted free or unrestricted free agents, the people that are available for trade. We do know. I can't highlight. Let me find my pen here. Hold on. Where's my Epic pen at? There it is. See if it comes up. Come on, where'd it go? Where's my pen? Is it not working? Of course it's not going to. Okay. Guess that's not going to work now. Cool. Good talk. Okay. So obviously we know Oliver Ekman-Larsson has gone. Dmitry Kulikov, I believe, has gone. Brandon Montour's gone, and Stolars is gone. So they have some decent players still left down there. Nick Cousins is still pretty decent. Kyle Poso and Vladimir Tarasenko, that's still a pretty big name that's still out and about. Ryan Lomberg is another good player I'd like to see go somewhere. So let's see if we got anything new coming in. Stolars and Brissot were the best in the goalie market, so Chicago grabbed both of them. Jonathan Drouin is heading back to Chicago, it looks like. Yeah, there's Cam Talbot. He's on his way to Detroit. Pat Maroon is heading to Chicago. Did you share this on YouTube, Dad? On the PA Storm Trackers?
I shared it everywhere.
Okay. Nobody must want to talk hockey other than Dante.
Sean Watson's probably working, or he'd be on.
He'd be telling me I'm wrong about everything.
That's what he does. Dante's it, huh?
Dante's it so far. Nobody else has said anything. That's me and Dante are talking because his Flyers and my Penguins haven't done anything yet.
Nice.
So we're watching though. A lot of big names got moved though. A lot of big names got moved around.
That's what I heard.
Nashville, man. Nashville, like, they stole everybody.
All right, boss. We gotta go. We'll be back.
All right. Don't do that. Yeah, see, Dante says that's because I'm awesome and everyone else stinks. More fun for us, Josh. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. I love the Simpsons meme. Says a free agency as a Dallas Stars fan. That's how I'm feeling as a Penguin fan. I'm sure, Dante, that's how you're feeling as a Flyer fan. And even though our teams don't like each other, we're not doing anything to improve our teams to make us better to fight against some of the other teams. So it looks like Minnesota finally woke up and said hi. They signed Yakov Trenin from Nashville, 4 years, $3.5 million average. Uh, that's pretty much where you're looking at average about most teams. If the Penguins sign anybody, and the Penguins have done this in the past, they've walked right ahead and 5 years, 6 year contract or terms. That's just too long. 3-4 years is plenty, because if you get that player like we've done in the past, and I just got my notifications today that a few years ago the Penguins signed Jack Johnson to like a $6 million 6-year contract, $6 million average a year, 6 year, and that just didn't work out for the Pens. It sucked. So. Brandon Dahami signed with is going to the Capitals. I don't know who that is. 2 years, $1.85 million average. I don't know who that is. So these aren't like super. There's not a whole lot of really big names right now. All the big names are pretty much all gone. So, and you're seeing a lot. You're also going to see a lot of repeat, like Skahey. We already talked about Skahey. And some other ones, David Perron. So while we're kind of on a lag right now, and I'm not seeing anybody really new, big getting moved, there is some big names out there. So I'm going to get this refreshed here in just a minute. Let's discuss. I have my book here with me. Who went places so far. So we have Oliver Ekman-Larsson went to Toronto for 4 years, $3.5 million average. Jonathan Marchessault is no longer with the Vegas Golden Knights. He's now a Nashville Predator. $5.5 million for 5 years. You also have Stamkos went to Nashville 4 years at $8 million. Skahey 7 years, $7 million to Nashville as well. Tyler Toffoli, San Jose Sharks, $6 million at 4 years. I still never got Tyler Bertuzzi's numbers, so I'm going to have to look for those in a minute here and see what I can find. Brent Pesce went to New Jersey, 6 years at $5.5 million. Lars Lindholm, big Vancouver player, went to Boston, $7 million or $7.75 million for 7 years. Anthony Mantha went to Calgary, 1 year, $3.5 million. Nikita Zadorov also went to Boston, 6 years, $5 million. So there's 2 Vancouver players went to Boston. Teravainen went to Chicago for 3 years, $5.4 million. Sean Monahan went to Columbus, 5 years, $5.5 million. Jason Zucker went to Buffalo, 1 year, $5 million. Brendan Dillon went to New Jersey, 3 years, $4 million. Joel Edmondson went to LA, 4 years, $3.8 million. Jake DeBrusk went to Vancouver, 7 years, $5.5 million. Victor Arvidsson went to Edmonton, 2 years, $4 million. Jake Bean went to Calgary, 2 years, $2 million. Brendan Montour went to Seattle for 7 years. I didn't get his total, his amount yet. And David Perron went to Ottawa, 2 years, $4 million. So that's so far what we have. I'm going to keep us updated as much as we can. A cat's sleeping on the job. It's funny. There it is. There it is. Come on, do something. Everybody's putting out those stick figure things. There's Jaeger Sharagovich is getting re-signed by Calgary for 5 years, $5.75 million a year. So that's actually pretty good there. William Carrier is going to Carolina for 6 years at $2 million. So we'll have to see if anything changes with that. Other than that, that's pretty much been about it right now. I agree with this guy right here, this Brando. contracts ridiculous, way too much term, sky high averages ridiculous. Now you got some players out there like your Stamkos, your Marchessault, your Skahey, your Lindholm. Those are going to be your ones that have your big contracts. But like players like Zadorov and Zucker and Monahan and Bean or even Montour, Brendan Montour, 7 years. That's a long time. They're going to get traded before that term is up. I guarantee that. Yeah, see, people are putting their freaking things in here. Oh, and your Dante, your Toronto Maple Leafs also got Chris Tanev too from Dallas in a trade. So Jonathan Drouin is re-signing with Colorado. So Colorado actually did something. 1.25 average for 1 year. I remember when Jonathan Drouin was a lot more than that just a few years ago. So let's take a look at something here real quick while we got some downtime. So we're going to kind of take a look through here at the NHL Network or the NHL website here to see if we missed anybody, or I can maybe get some of my numbers correct here. Stamkos, DeBrusk, Lindholm. Zadorov, Lindholm. Just making sure I get the numbers correct here for everybody. And dogs over there groaning and moaning. Jordan Martinook re-signed with Carolina. 3 years, 3.05 average. Doesn't look like I really missed anybody too big, so that's good at least. There's the Brandon Montour. 7 years, 7.14 average. That's high. I'm sorry, but that is really high for a player who's not that great. Like that's like they're like Stamkos, who was a captain, who was good for so many years, who got paid eight mil for 4 years. So that's Brandon Montour. I mean, but that's what you get, I guess, after you win a Stanley Cup. They'll pay you the money, and Seattle has the money right now. So 7.14 mil, and I think I'm still waiting to find Tyler Bertuzzi's amount, but I haven't seen it. Jake DeBrusk getting moved was pretty big. So we're going to go through here in a minute, and I'm going to look through and see if I can figure out where they are, where it all is here. Not what I wanted to do. There we go. So here's kind of what happened over the last couple of days here for all the teams. Chris Tanev got signed in Toronto. They're looking for pending unrestricted free agent, should be a locked in sign for them. So I believe he re-signed, but with them for now. Carolina lost a couple people. Montreal looking to get some help on free agency. And then the Rangers are looking to trade Jacob Trouba, their captain. And then Utah, they made a splash by acquiring Mikhail Sergachev and John Marino in separate trades Saturday. Utah is in the hunt for some veteran forwards. So that's Utah, which formerly was the Arizona Coyotes. But now they're in Utah. So Yeah, Chris Tanev got signed to a 6-year contract, about $4.5 million in Toronto. So Chris Tanev is staying put there. Trying to find the. There is what I want to look for, the free agency tracker. All right, let's go down here. Dante's watching, so let's go down here to some of his teams here. All right, let's see who's available for Philly. Who are Eric Johnson? You guys re-signed him already. Carter Hart is an unrestricted free agent. Victor Meat, Mark Stahl. That's pretty much about it. The Penguins have a bunch of players here. See, Dmitry Samorkov, Bemstrom, P.O. Joseph, and Dylan Hamliuk are the only ones that are unrestricted. We have a bunch of restricted: Vinny Hinostroza, Ryan Shea, Radim Zahorna, Jeff Carter, which Jeff Carter is going to retire. So we'll have to see what the Penguins do there. What about Toronto? What's Toronto have available? They got anybody big? Jake Muzzin, but he retired. That's he's part of restricted. Tyler Bertuzzi. Did I put where Tyler went? He went to Chicago, so obviously not restricted anymore. Kyle Clifford, Max Domi, Mark Giordano. I think a lot of that's wrong. John Klingberg. All right, well, we'll have to watch and see what happens. So, if anybody else wants to see their team, we can go back and look at that. Just let me know. But anyone else who new joining in, let me know what's going on. We're going to take a look here and see what's going on. Someone's kid sleeping. The lack of activity for the Jets. That's how I'm feeling with the Penguins. So here's the Bruins. Someone says Anthony Duclair would look good in that winger spot. No. So yeah, here's the Bruins off-season projection. So they have to fill their second line right wing spot. I got some good guys on the bottom. Their defensemen look good, and then their defensemen, they got Swayman. They have to re-sign. And they got Korpisalo in there as well. Warren Fogle. There's a name from the Edmonton Oilers is heading to LA. So it looks like they switched some people because I know somebody went to Victor Arvidsson switched spots. So I have to keep an eye open for terms on there. There's Tyler Bertuzzi's terms right there. 4-year, $5.5 million. That's what I was looking for the whole time. All right, so we're officially an hour into free agency here. Welcome to everybody who's tuning in. We're just going over hockey talk. Make sure you jump in and say hi to everybody. Tell us where you're watching from, who your favorite team is, and what you hope you see from your team. That's what we're kind of here just doing. We're just kind of chilling today. You're welcome to jump in and chat with us. I know it's Monday. A lot of people are working, but you're still welcome to join in. Fogle, I'm going to write down Fogle's thing here, because that's a pretty big name. Especially he was just in the playoff a little while ago. Fogle, G-E-L-E, going to L-A. 3-year, and I'm still waiting on the term. It said mid-$3 million range, so... Cam Talbot's going to Detroit, so that's a good goalie pickup for them. Who else is on my teams? are Flyers in Toronto, and I'm just outside of Philly. Okay. Um, I looked through the list for your team. I didn't see um really anybody available that's like looks decent. Um, I know Joel Edmondson's gone. Max Domi, Kyle Clifford, Tyler Bertuzzi's gone. TJ Brody, Mark Giordano, Martin Jones, John Klingberg, Matt Murray, Ilya Samsonov, and Cristiano got re-signed. So that's for Toronto. Um, for Philly, you have Carter Hart, Victor Meat. Um, that's pretty much that's like noteworthy from Philly. So most of your teams being staying put. So that's good. Just trying to look through here and see if anybody's really getting. Here's Florida, the team that just won the cup. Let's see who's Ekman Larson, Magnus Hellberg, Opozo, Vladimir Tarasenko is still out there, so that's a big name still. So let's keep an eye open on free agency. A lot of teams have a lot of players available, so we'll have to wait and see what happens here. What about Anaheim? Who they got available? Jacob Silverberg's available. That'd be a big defenseman ad for the Pens if they can get a hold of him. Robert Hagg. That's another big defenseman. I'm just looking through some of these lists here to see if I see any old names or old former Penguins that are available again. Not seeing a whole lot of anybody. Not right now, at least. So we'll come back. We'll look at that list again eventually once we get some more people maybe in here to tune in. We're just talking free agency right now, so if anybody wants to jump in and talk free agency or hockey team, that's kind of what we're doing here. Vancouver signed Danton Heinen from Boston. He was a former Penguin. He's going to Vancouver. 2-year, 2.5 average. William Carrier, 2-year, 6 mil, or 6-year, 2 mil average. Kiefer Sherwood went to Vancouver. 2 years, 1.5 mil. So that's actually a steal there. That's a steal for them. But we'll keep an eye on that as well. Scott Wedgwood, another goalie pickup for Nashville, going to Nashville. Waiting on terms for that one. That's new. So let's keep an eye on that. Just looking through right now here. That's why I'm sitting kind of quiet. I'm looking with you guys as you're looking too. I'm reading some of this stuff. I mean, Nashville's doing Nashville what Nashville always does. Nashville's doing some big things. So, stretching myself out a little bit here. Oh. Looking through my Facebook here. Just got a report for the Penguins here. Hopefully it comes up shortly. Yeah, so Florida extended Dmitry Kulikov. Noah Gregor, 1 year, 850,000 average going on and going to Ottawa. I just got a report about the Penguins though on my phone here. Let me see if anything else is going on. No, okay. So this came up from Elliot Friedman. Matt Grzelcyk, 1 year, 2.75 million average to Pittsburgh. So there's Pittsburgh's first signing of the year. So any of my friends like the Penguins, watch the Penguins. That's the first one for the Pens today. Matt Grzelcyk coming from Boston to Pittsburgh on a 2.75 million average. Hopefully that's not it. I know the Penguins are either they go like right away or they kind of hold off to see kind of what's left. There's still some very big players out there. There were some buyouts yesterday as well. Adam Boquist from Columbus, Jack Campbell from Edmonton, and Nate Schmidt from Winnipeg have all been bought out on their contracts. So we'll have to wait and see how that plays out. But again, excuse me, we're watching free agency here to see if anything new comes out. Sometimes it likes to update, sometimes it doesn't. So there's another goalie signing. Casey DeSmith, another former Penguin, heading down to Dallas from Vancouver. 2 years, $1 million average a year. So 2 years, $2 million. That's not a bad deal for him. Oh, good luck to him down south. Anybody else who's just listening in, you can jump in and chat with us here. That's what we're here to do. Jump in and talk. Just going through and clearing out all my notifications here right now on my phone. Looking through Facebook as well because I know a lot of stuff does happen on there as well. But yeah, here it is. Here's Matt Grzelcyk heading to Pittsburgh from Boston. So at least that's something. And that's the big thing too, is the cap has increased this year. So, um, there's more cap room to work with for these teams. So that's at least what's nice. Um, we'll have to see what goes on here. Oh, you're good, Dante. No worries. I know you're listening, tuning in here. I'm watching for your teams for you. Just seeing if there's anybody else out there in the that's watching. Trying to move this over a little bit here so I can see if there is anybody else tuning in here. Trying to see here who's why'd I go to travel and events? I can't change it either. I guess it would be. Oh no, now it changed back to people and blogs. I don't know what it's doing. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay. All right. So we're still watching here. So Matt Grzelcyk is a defenseman for the Penguins. He's with the Penguins. Stefan Neeson is leaving Carolina. Looks like he's going to New Jersey. Three years, $2.75 million average for him. So that's a pretty good deal there for Neeson. Getting a lot of pages from across the world chiming in as well. So sometimes it's a little hard to read those. So we're keeping an eye best we can around those posts. Nickname for Dirty Jersey. Yeah. Yep, 3 years, $2.75 million for Stefan Neeson. Leaving Carolina, heading towards New Jersey. So just up the coast. 'Excuse me as I fall asleep here a little bit on you guys. And that's the thing with the New Jersey Turnpike jerk-offs. That's funny. Let me scroll down here and look and see if I can find William Fogel. I know I saw him. I totally forgot to get what he did. I think it's 3.5 million. Let me just confirm that for sure. $3.5 million. Okay. Hi, JBL. How are you? Welcome in. You're a hockey fan. You're in the right place today. We're watching the NHL Free Agency Day here across the board here, seeing who's going where. So if you have a favorite hockey team, we can look up and see who's available, who's not available. We can look up, if they've gotten anybody. Just let me know. Jump in the chat. We can discuss some of these signings going on all over the place. A lot of teams we still haven't heard from yet today doing anything. Both New York teams, both Florida teams, Montreal, Winnipeg hasn't done much. There's a lot of Colorado hasn't done anything yet. Minnesota just made one. Penguins just made one. Philly, I haven't heard from Philly yet. Who else haven't we really heard from yet? Nashville's been ridiculous today. Nashville's been signing all kind of big names. San Jose, I think, has only made like one. The new Utah team hasn't done much. Vegas hasn't done anything. Seattle's only done like one or two. So just for the craps and giggles of it, I'm going to put in the Grizzly trade or Grizzly signing for Pittsburgh just so I can say Pittsburgh did something today. GRZELCYK Pittsburgh 1 times 2.75, which that's perfect. That's what we want to see how he does, and then we can do what we need to do. So JBL, if you have a favorite hockey team in the NHL, we can figure out if they gotten anybody, they signed anybody. Did I do Neeson? I did not do Neeson. So obviously, some teams have signed somebody today. It might be some small name players, but this just came out. The New York Islanders and the Anaheim Ducks are the only teams yet to sign a player today. So obviously, everyone else has gotten somebody or signed somebody, whether it's re-signing or whether it's getting somebody new. But there you go. Anaheim and the Islanders are the only teams in the NHL to not sign somebody today. That's crazy. Hopefully they get something going on there. They're able to get somebody signed. There's Neeson. Going to New Jersey. 3 years. 2.75 mil. That's okay. All good. I know people just jump in to say hi and they don't want to hear hockey talk, so that's okay. That's what we're here to do, though. That's okay. People can come and go. No big deal. So there's Chandler Stevenson. Just got signed up. I know that I did see some people were talking if the Flyers could sign him. Well, doesn't look like it now. Stevenson's going to Seattle for a 7-year, $6.25 million average. That's that's a long contract, 7 years. That's a long contract, hoping somebody does decent. If he doesn't do decent, he's getting traded, and then someone's got to take on that contract, you know? Do you like to play some hockey? I have played hockey with friends and stuff out in the streets, but that's pretty much about it. And I haven't played out with friends in a while, so I don't know if my body could do it anymore. So I don't blame some of these followers and stuff to see where people are signing. We're still getting signals. They're still reporting signings from it's been for a while now. So we'll kind of recap it. If anyone is new and watching in, we'll kind of go through and see because there's really not much going on right now. The biggest one of the day was Steven Stamkos left Tampa Bay Lightning to head to Nashville. 4 years, $8 million. Oliver Ekman-Larsson went to Toronto. Mark Gasol went to Nashville. And Brady Skahey left Carolina to head to Nashville as well. I don't think Nashville's really done anything since. I mean, they've done a couple smaller ones. I know they got Scott Wedgwood, but that's just a smaller goalie, backup goalie. Toffoli went to San Jose. Bertuzzi went to Chicago. Pesci went to New Jersey, as well as Neeson went to New Jersey, and Brendan Dillon went to New Jersey as well. Lindholm and Zadorov went to Boston. Mantha went to Calgary. Teravainen went to Chicago. Monahan went to Columbus. Jason Zucker went to Buffalo. Joel Edmondson went to L.A. Jake DeBrusk left Boston and went to Vancouver. Victor Arvidsson went to Edmonton. William Fogel went to L.A. David Perron went to Ottawa. Montour went to Seattle. Montour's contract's crazy. 7 years, $7.14 million. Seattle must be really willing to take on some big contracts. Because then they got Chandler Stevenson just a little bit ago for $7 million, 6.25. Bean went to Calgary. Grzelcyk went to Pittsburgh. And that's about it right now that I have down. There's been some other smaller ones, but we're really keeping an eye on some of the big ones. There's a decent one there. Ian Cole, Vancouver player, is going to Utah for a 1 year, 3.1 million average contract. So good luck to Ian Cole going to the Utah Hockey Club. And again, Utah Hockey Club is the new hockey team. Well, they were formerly the Arizona Coyotes. They just moved to Utah. So Utah has a hockey team now, and Arizona does not. So pretty crazy there. I'm going to scroll through Facebook again here and see if anybody else has gotten anything. See if anyone else is That's crazy. I just got a report that Penguins captain Sidney Crosby is out at the UPMC Mary Lemieux Sports Complex. He's out there with also four. There's one of the four out there, including Brian Dumoulin, who is also in his Seattle Kraken gear. So obviously Dumoulin still lives in Pittsburgh and is out there in his Kraken gear practicing. So happy to see that. I also wanted to throw out this year, be safe to everybody on the 4th of July this week, since now and happy July. It's July 1st. Also, happy Canada Day to anyone who's watching from Canada. Happy Canada Day. Go out and celebrate, but be safe. Keep an eye on free agency here. Let me see what Dante said. Not played in a while, too. I'm working on getting new stuff for the rink and set it up this year. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That definitely will be cool. Yeah, Elias Lindholm going to Boston for 7 years, 7.5 mil. Not a big fan of that contract. That's a lot. That's a lot of years, a lot of money. Because if he doesn't work out there, then you're stuck and no one's going to want to pick up that contract. But yeah, looking at the Stars tandem, Steven Stamkos going to be backing up Jake Ottinger down there in Florida. Will be huge for that team. This report: Ryan Lomberg is in Calgary with the Flames, so that's going to be a big signing there from the Flames, from Florida to the Flames. Matt Roy left LA and went to Washington Capitals. 6-year, $34.5 million contract. So you got to work at 34.5, divide that by 6. That'll give you your average. I didn't write that one down, so. My opinion, the Penguins Matt Grizzly signing is not great. We definitely could have done better with that one. The Penguins will also sign a small contract. That's the thing too, is we're not seeing all the big names on Twitter, so you're not going to see all of who signed. So you see, Twitter's not even really updating a whole lot that fast right now. So, like Dante for Philly and Toronto, they could be signing some small names, and I'll never see them. So, there it is. Ryan Lomberg, no longer a Florida Panther. He's now a Calgary Flame. 2-year, $2 million average. That's actually not a bad deal there. I'd have taken that heartbeat. Penguins have signed Mac Hollowell to a 1-year contract, $775,000 average. Other defenseman. I don't know where he even came from. He was represented the Hartford Wolfpack and Toronto. 188 games, recording 105 points. He played 6 career games in the NHL for the Maple Leafs and tallied 2 assists. 5'9", 187-pound defenseman. He's small. He's a small little guy. 4th round in 2018 draft pick. Okay. Yeah, RG5. Let's get you up to date here, my friend. We got some stuff for you here. So you guys lost some people. You lost Brady Skahey. He went to Nashville. You lost Brady Pesce. Pesce. He went to New Jersey. And I thought I wrote down that you lost Tino Teravainen as well. But I thought I wrote down that you guys got somebody. You guys got somebody. You lost Stefan Neeson too, so you guys lost a lot of good players around. We'll go here and we'll look at your team. I'm actually just looking at them here. Let me refresh this and see if it updated at all. So I know you guys lost Teravainen, Brett Pesce. You lost Martin Stefan Neeson. You haven't lost. You still have Neckis that I'm aware of. Brady Skahey. You guys did re-sign Jordan Martinook though. I do know that. Jordan Martinook, you guys re-signed. Yeah, TiVo. Yeah, you guys lost him. Yeah, he went to where did Teravainen go? Chicago for 3 years, $5.4 million. But I think you guys got somebody. I'll have to go back and look just to make sure here and see. None of those names. Let me go back here and see. There you go, Dante. The Flyers have signed forward Garnet Hathaway to a 2-year contract extension worth $2.4 million average. So there's the Flyers' big signing for the year. Let's take a look here and see. There's been a lot of big stuff going on today. Yeah, you guys, Jacob Slavin, you guys, RG5, you guys also re-signed Jacob Slavin. That's what it was. But I haven't seen you guys, one signing, start the party. Yeah. Oh, and you guys lost you guys got Jake Gensel. Or no. Wait. No, you guys lost Jake Gensel. Sorry. Yeah, RG5, you guys lost Jake Gensel. He got traded down to Tampa. You guys got something for him. Oh, you got a 2025 third round pick for Jake. So far that's it for Carolina. Sorry, RG5. Hopefully you guys get some more. The day just started an hour and a half ago, so guys could be getting somebody eventually. You just never know. Steven Stamkos was the big one of the day. He went to Nashville. Uh, we're still watching though. Still got a lot of time. Obviously, the next few days, there's gonna be some signings over the next few days. Yeah, RG5, yeah, and you guys didn't really jump on anybody too big, but there's still a lot of decent players out there. Yeah, there's Teravine right there talking about it. Signed the Blackhawks on a 3-year contract. Skahey went to Nashville for 7 years, $7 million. So I think they kind of got a long contract for him. This is what we've been doing all day. Just looking at hockey stuff. I thought I put Carolina down. I got somebody, but I guess I didn't. I mean, that's a lot of money that at least you guys shredded. So if something does happen, you know, then we'll have to wait and see. I mean, you guys, like I said, you shed a lot of money, so there's still open spots, and there's still some out there. I saw Tarasenko's out there still. Anthony Duclair's still out there. There's a couple others. We'll give you Pierre Oliver Joseph from the Penguins. You can have him too. That's who it was. William Carrier. That's who it was. Yep. You guys got William Carrier from Vegas. That's who it was. I knew you guys got somebody. That's actually not a bad addition there. Yep, there it is. 6 years, $2 million a year, which actually the term's a little long, but the money's not bad. So that's actually a decent addition for you guys. So yeah, I knew it was somebody. I said I knew Carolina got somebody. Yeah, the average is big. The term is long, but the price isn't bad. He only got him for 12 million, like total. That's actually not bad. And he's like a mid pack guy. He's like a mid pack. Like you could probably put him on your second line and he'd be fine. So we'll keep an eye on that. There's another big signing there. Matt Dumba leaving Tampa Bay, heading to going to Dallas, it looks like, for, I think I saw. $375 for 2 years. Right, bound Dumba. Dallas, 2 times 3.75. I know what you mean there, RG5. I know what you mean about the playoff chance. I mean, look at my Penguins. You know, we have some of the biggest talent in the world: Malkin, Crosby, Carlson, Letang. And we had Gensel last year. We haven't made the playoffs in 2 years. We haven't won a Stanley Cup since 2017. So even the big talent doesn't mean anything crazy. So yeah, there's a Teravainen trade. 3 years, 5.4 mil. There's Jason Zucker getting shipped off to Buffalo. So as of right now, the only teams that haven't signed anybody that I was last aware of was the New York Islanders and the Anaheim Ducks. They were the only two teams that has not signed anybody. What's it with the Ducks? You know, dang Ducks. Gotta tell Doc when we see him next that the Ducks aren't doing anything. Josh Brown to Edmonton. There's another little signing. Nothing crazy. Expectations for you were low. Brendan Smith going to Dallas. I'm fine with Ranta getting traded since Freddie is healthy, good, and our rookie goalie was really good this year. Yeah, your rookie goalie was good, and I'm so glad to hear Freddie's healthy again. I liked Freddie a lot. Ranta's not a bad goalie either. You could always use him as a third string. Because I know the goalie market's not that great this year. I've been trying to watch, so I haven't seen anything crazy. Ilya Lyubushkin has left Toronto and has signed a 3-year deal with the Dallas Stars. There's the Eric Gustafson trade that's coming out, or signing that's coming out right now here, going from New York to Detroit. Looks to be a 2-year, $2 million. Jake DeBrusk went to Vancouver, 7-year, 5.5 average. That's a big. There's some big contracts out there going on right now. So, a lot of term. There's been a lot of term on these contracts. So, I'm not a big fan of that. All right, there's another player gone. Just saw it on Twitter. And the Islanders have officially signed somebody. So as of right now, the Anaheim Ducks are the only ones that haven't signed anybody. The Islanders have signed Anthony Duclair to a 4-year contract. So that's big for them. Okay, so just trying to look around here and see. There's been a bunch of big stuff going on today. Okay, so far that's been pretty much it. Okay, yeah, there's the Anthony Duclair trade that just happened. Somebody wake Steve Yzerman up. He hasn't done much today. Matt Duchene's staying in Dallas, it looks like. Atkinson's left. He ain't gonna do much. He hasn't done much in a few years. Yeah, man, Seattle's just been cranking up the contracts today. I'm going to keep scrolling through Facebook too as we're looking through Twitter here. Anyone who is joining in with his free agency day in hockey, a lot of big signings going on. Steven Stamkos was our biggest today, and he's already off the board and on his way to Nashville. $16 years is a bolt for him. Oh, there's something I need to be looking at right there, right now. Penguins are in trade talks with the Rangers regarding Riley Smith. Let's see how well this goes. What's Josh Yohe saying about it? As soon as I hear more on that, I will be letting everybody know. But right now, we're watching some trade chat from my my Penguins. There you go, RG5. Question for you: can a Hurricanes fan chime in on how they feel today? That's for you. Horrible. Yeah, I'm thinking that's what that person meant too. I'm hoping for you guys. You have a really good team down there. I know you guys. You guys had lost a lot of really good players. You guys had a really good team this year, and when you got Jake Gensel, I was like, wow, like this team is going to be dominant this playoff season, and I was kind of hoping for you guys to go on. I'm happy for Florida. Don't get me wrong; it's better than Edmonton. Nobody likes Edmonton. Especially nobody. Hey, the three of us can all agree on something. We all hate the Washington Capitals, right? Right? We all hate the Washington Capitals. Oh, there you go, Dante. You aren't gonna like this one. Matt Murray resigns with the Maple Leafs for a 1-year, $875,000 average contract. Ouch. He's been bad. I know we got rid of him as a Penguin, but once he won them cups, man, he collapsed bad. So, oh, you like the Oilers? Oh, jeez. So you like Toronto? You like the Oilers? You like Philly? Jeez. I mean, I can't say nothing. I like Ottawa. I like Dallas. Dallas is my second favorite team. We can all agree that we don't like the Washington Capitals, though. So, we can all agree to that. And hopefully, Hopefully Murray can get his act back together. I saw Samsonov was on your tracker list, the free agency tracker list. So see if this is updated at all. Nope. No. Awesome. Good talk. Probably updating the list now. All right, let's see if I missed anything here in the last little while. Like Martinez went to Chicago. Josh Brown signed a 3-year contract worth $1 million annually to Edmonton. Places Vincent Darnay. Darnay's a restricted free agent who's not expected to resign with the Oilers. Some big guys there. That's really it right now. Let's take a look at the trade tracker here. Only one trade today, and that was the Washington Capitals have gotten Jacob Chachurn from Ottawa for defenseman Nick Jensen and a third-round pick in the 2026 NHL draft. So that was the only trade today so far. Let's take a look here and see if we can find out any more. The free agency tracker might be getting updated right now, so we'll come back to that. Well, okay. There's another trade right now that just came in. The Penguins have traded away Riley Smith to the New York Rangers in exchange for draft picks. Interesting. Wonder what draft picks we're getting back. So that's us clearing space. That's us clearing some more space, cap space. We only see. I don't like that trade because Riley Smith was only here for a year, and he hasn't really hasn't had a chance to show himself. We got him last year, and he's been traded away already. Let me see if I can find out where that went. That's videos, spotlights. Yeah, it's windy here too today. It's been kind of breezy. Our power went out for a while earlier. I don't know what happened with it. That's not right. That's not it. I'm trying to look at your roster to see if anybody else is available for moving around, but obviously that's they must have taken that page down for to update it. So there we go for the Pens. Hello. Hello. I am. Okay. You don't have to get me anything. But I can do that. Alright, I'll send it to you right now. Alright, bye. Alright, give me 1 second, guys. We'll get back to it here in just a second. Okay. All right, let's get back to this here. So we're waiting to see what the Penguins got in return for a trade. Looks like the Jets are re-signing goaltender Eric Comrie to a 2-year, $825,000 average contract. That's not horrible. Oh, hush, doggo. I did also see the Penguins re-sign former our defenseman Ryan Shea as well. So those are some smaller. Yeah, every there, Finny Boop. The itchies, huh? Yeah, Ryan Shea signed for 1 year, $775,000 average. It's like we just traded away a big thing, but like, are we looking to get somebody else? Like, is there somebody out there we still want that we just made a big trade? That's possible. I don't know for sure. Someone just tweeted out and said Jeff Skinner to the Penguins? Question mark. No. You talk about a player who like has nothing left in the tank to give. Like, no. Send him to like somewhere else. Okay, so we got Anthony Duclair's contract came out, $3.5 million average for 4 years. I think we could have afforded that. I know what they're trying to do. They're probably trying to clear some room for Crosby because I know he's up for being re-signed this year. But I think he's going to take a little bit of a discount. I have no idea who this number is. 330-634-54959. I have no idea who this number is calling me. They can leave me a voicemail. I don't answer numbers that I don't know. It says I've texted them before. Oh. I'll be right back, everybody. Oh, this is an important phone call, actually. All right, sorry about that, everyone. I had to step away for a second. I was a phone call about my new job. So, I got orientation on Wednesday. So, sorry about that Wednesday. So, let's go through here and take a look and see what we got going on here. Looks like Sean Walker's going to stay in Colorado. Oh, excuse me. So there's some of the big deals and stuff there. All right, so I haven't seen anything else yet. So we're still waiting on Vladimir Tarasenko. He's a big one who's still out there since Anthony Duclair is now off the list. We'll have to wait and see what happens with that. Like I said, I'm looking through my social media, other social media accounts, just to see if I see anything else about the Penguins trade here. Well, it looks to be a second rounder and a fifth rounder back to the Penguins from the Rangers for Riley Smith. So let me go. Let me go through this big old list here because there's a lot of. Yes. Hello.
Okay, so you start Wednesday?
I have my orientation Wednesday.
Okay.
It's 1 to 5, well, 1 to 6, but could be out of 5.
Okay.
So
And anything else? Like, do you know any more of your schedule? Or
not yet. That's the day I go in for they'll probably learn everything, fill out the rest of the paperwork, stuff like that.
Okay.
So chasing's out for me on Wednesday.
I'm sorry, bud.
Yeah, no, gotta worry about the job first. So it's all good, no worries. I just have to text Landon and tell him I'm not gonna be able to make it out now. So
Okay. Are you gonna be okay with us going?
no, go for it.
Okay.
Nothing I can do about it. So
All right.
maybe I'll try to get out maybe on Thursday or something.
Yeah, well, Thursday is gonna be like the story. We're not even chasing that.
I wonder why it's going backwards. That's weird. Who knows? I don't know, but all right, no worries.
Okay.
I'm keeping watching free agency, so it's starting to slow down a little bit.
All right.
Talk to you later.
Okay.
Bye. All right. We still have anybody who is watching right now. Nothing going on right now. Just keeping an eye on free agency stuff here. So they put out a big list on Facebook here. I'm just trying to scan through it and see if there's any names that I may have missed that got signed around here. So Reinhart re-signed with Florida. Gensler re-signed with Tampa. Connor Brown signed with Edmonton. That's just a bunch of re-signs and stuff. We're gonna have 3 Browns on in Edmonton. That's kind of weird. Let's make sure that's right. Geez, stuff's freaking breaking over there. Wasn't me. Didn't do it. Maybe it's just the 2 that I saw. I don't know. Noah Gregor went to Ottawa. I'm not sure who that is. Came from Toronto. Dante may know. Noah Gregor left Toronto, going to Ottawa. 25 years old. Yeah, I don't know him. 1-year contract he signed. Nicholas Abu Kubel is on NAC, I guess they call him. It's going to Buffalo. Penn's got a 2027 second round draft pick and a 2025 fifth round draft pick for Riley Smith. That's clearing cap space. And that's something you don't hear too often is two rivalry teams making trades. That doesn't happen often. So, and very interesting. Very interesting. They'll probably sign Malkin in a couple years. That's probably why they're clearing cap space. They can sign Malkin. Penguins are retaining 25% of Riley Smith's contract. So we're keeping some of him, but we're getting rid of some of it too. So Islanders signed Mike Riley to a 1-year deal. I'm thinking that might be done for most of the. I mean, there's still a lot of the day left, so obviously there's stuff still going on, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on, so. So they kept Ryan. Penguins are keeping Ryan Shea as well. The Penguins acquired $3.75 million. I think that's what it was. Let me double check that here. Yeah, created $3.75 million cap space by trading him. So, see what the Pens do. That's all we can do, right? There you go, RG5. You're still watching. There's your new man on your team, William Courier. Looks like former or Sam Steele's heading to Dallas for 1 year, $1.2 million contract. That's not bad for him. I think he's still pretty young. So right now, again, it's kind of light, and it will pick back up. I mean, stuff's going to happen through the day. So obviously, we just saw Sam Steele. The Penguins just made a trade. Anything can happen still. I have a sleepy puppy beside me. She's tired today. She's not acting like a crackhead dog. Did you hear something? What? 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 You want pets? Do you want pets? Is that what you want? Yeah. She's a very needy dog. Are you needy? Are you? Yeah? Oh, good Lord. Someone's coming. She wanted to come say hi. Come up here. Come say hi. Hey, look what I got. Come on. Come on. Oh, loud doggy-o. So let's take. We're looking around here. I'm just trying to see if. All right, RG5. They just signed new player forward Eric Robinson to 1-year contract for the Hurricanes. So there you go. Mom and Dad are on their way home. Okay. Oh, there's a fin. I don't know who he is either, so don't feel bad. Don't feel bad at all. It looks like he came from Buffalo. Taylor Radish, where's he off to? Coming from Chicago, Capital signed him to 1 year, $1 million contract. To see people like that, that would be a nice, decent, easy contract to take on. The only thing happening with the Penguins is they signed Matt Grzelcyk from Boston for a 1 year, $1.75 million or $2.75 million contract. He's a defenseman, and then we just traded away Riley Smith to New York for 2 draft picks. That's all the Penguins have done. You know, because the Penguins are being the Penguins. Dante, if you're still watching, we're giving you back Kyle Dubas. You can have him back. We don't like him no more. Amy Hurst says Columbus Blue Jackets after signing Monahan. Tumbleweeds. Tumbleweeds everywhere. I feel like that's what's going on over in Anaheim, too, with the Anaheim Ducks. It's just been tumbleweeds all day today. They're just waiting for something to happen. And, anybody up significant for free agency this year? Unfortunately, a lot of the free agents are gone. We'll kind of recap here. I have a book that I've been writing down here. Steven Stamkos was the biggest, and he's gone. He went to Nashville. Jonathan Marchessault and also Brady Skjei also went to Nashville. And I know my dad's probably going, who are these people? Jason Zucker was up this year. Again, he went to Buffalo. Elias Lindholm, which I was hoping the Penguins were going to look at him, he went to Boston for 7 years, $7.75 million contract. That's a lot. Jake DeBrusk got moved. William Fogel got moved. David Perron got moved. Nothing like my dad would. My dad remembers all the old players and stuff from back in the day, but nobody big. I don't think the only one earlier that's left that's big is Vladimir Tarasenko. I was going to try to look that up on here and see if there was any as they update the things here. Yeah, Matt Roy got moved. Anthony Duclair went to the Islanders. Victor Arvidsson went there. Also, all the NHL home openers are all being released today. So, let's see if there's anything new here. No. And I don't know where the list went that I could have watched. I was watching. Nope. That's it. I'll keep an eye on all this and see if something else new comes in on here. But right now that list is not there, so. Craig. Craig is available. Call Craig. Craig is available. Make sure we get Craig. Hey, Finn, did you reach out to Craig? Well, Detroit Red Wings just signed Jack Campbell to a 1-year contract, so there's another goalie off the list. Ben's got to figure out a goalie situation because they're trying to trade away Tristan Jarry, so wait and see what happens there. New York Rangers have agreed to terms with Sam Carrick from the Edmonton Oilers, so Sam Carrick is heading to the Rangers. So we're keeping an eye on everything here. I have to go plug my phone in real soon. Or at least to get my phone charger and bring it down here. I know once today's over, they'll put out a list of who's still available for signing wise. But right now, it doesn't look too crazy. Well, the wait is over. The Philadelphia Flyers have signed forward Matevy Michkov with a 3-year entry-level contract. So there you go, Dante. They signed, I think he was a draft pick, if I'm not mistaken. He was the 7th overall draft pick of the Flyers' first 2 first-round picks in 2023 draft. So last year's 7th overall pick, they officially have signed him. So there you go. Okay, let's go back to this. Alex Wenberg's also out there. Jeff Skinner's still out there available. Somebody just put out they're thinking for the line for the Kings. Fiala, Byfield, and then you have Skinner, Neckes, or Ehlers on the right side. And then Kempe, Kopitar, and then Thomas Fagmeo. And then Moore, Denault, Fogel, and then Janot, Turcotte, and Lafreniere. Then on defense, Anderson, Dowdy. Gavranovic, Spence, Edmondson, Clark. That would be your projected line for the LA Kings. So Detroit's doing some things now, it looks like. They're starting to wake up a little bit. If I could find a list of who's still available out there, I'd like to look at it. But hi, Pazix. How are you? Not seeing anything else for anybody who's available. On here at least. I'm doing okay. Looking through hockey. We're talking hockey. Lots and lots of hockey today. So 232, they just were confirming some of the signings today. There's been 2 trades today: Ottawa and Washington, and Pittsburgh and the New York Rangers. All done trades today, but that's pretty much been about it. I'd like to know where that list went that I was looking at earlier. Well, our wait's over for Ilya Samsonov. The Toronto Maple Leafs he'll no longer be at the Toronto Maple Leafs. He is signed with the Vegas Golden Knights. That's Vegas's first big one of the day, so we'll have to keep an eye open when those terms come out. But another goalie off the market as he heads to Vegas. So you're going to have Wool and Dante, you're going to have Wool and Matt Murray as your goalies up there in Vegas. Pat Maroon going to Chicago Blackhawks. Cam Carrick went to the Rangers. We'll keep an eye on the free agency here. I know a lot of people are watching it hardcore today. That's way of just refreshing it, I guess. I don't know. Nothing. I'm just looking through my other social medias and stuff just to see if there's anything else I missed along the way. They were out at an appointment. They'll be home soon, and then they should be going to work then after that. They work tonight. And I have a fire department meeting this evening, so I will not be around myself. So nothing really crazy going on right now. Not really that busy. I just got a fire department meeting at 7. So that's all. Not that big of a deal. I gotta go grab my phone charger. I'll be right back. Hi, doggo. Go, go. All right. That one. Okay, there we go. All right. Oh. Good thing is, if anyone needs to get a hold of me, I'm on Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it. There's Brendan Dillon, who's now a Devil. Deal with his butt more often. Oh, okay. There's another signing. Anthony Bavalier is now a Penguin. That's new. Where did that come from? I think he's younger. I stepped away for 5 seconds, and the Penguins did a signing. Okay. See if I can figure anything out on this guy. So it's a 1 year, $1.25 million contract, which is absolutely nothing. Also signed Jimmy Huntington to a 1 year contract. If he's young, I'll take him. If he's not young, then I don't want him. Send him back. Yeah, he's 27. Not horrible. He's played 8 NHL seasons, split. Oh, he's been all over the place. Islanders, Vancouver Canucks, Chicago Blackhawks, and Nashville Predators. He's played for 3 teams in the 2023-2024 season, tallying 5 goals, 12 assists, 17 points. Ouch. So he's not a very good player. Interesting. All right, so not a great signing. Not as great as I wish it could be. So the Penguins aren't doing great. Same age as Ryan Shea. Okay, so not the best of stuff going on right now, but still early. We'll just see what happens. All right, Dante got another. Or no, it's RG5. RG5 got one for you here. Tyson Jost has been signed by the Carolina Hurricanes to a 1-year contract. Wasn't he a Penguin before, or wasn't he a Carolina Hurricane before? I can't remember. I think he was. I think Tyson Jost was a Hurricane before, but he just got re-signed by the Hurricanes. So yeah, I think he was too. I really do. So we'll have to keep an eye on. But there you go. That's at least somebody. I'd take him over freaking some of the people the Penguins got. So right now, it's kind of like I said, it's starting to die down, and it does at this time of the afternoon after the day's been big. So I mean, we're only 2 hours into free agency, so long way to go till the season starts. We'll stay on here for probably about another hour or so, see if anything else comes in. I mean, I'm happy the Pens are signing these smaller contracts that aren't like so long and so big like some of these other teams, because that gives you your okay, we're going to give you a chance, and then if in the next year you do good, then we'll extend you. But you can't be signing people that you don't know, that do you know they're going to do good. You get them for 7 years, you're stuck with them for 7 years because ain't nobody going to take on that big contract. It was 7 years, 7 million average. That's a lot. No team's going to take that on. Cap Friendly has over 100 signings listed as of today. That's crazy. There's been a lot of signings going on. Usually the first day is crazy because, like I said, a lot of the contracts, especially the guys that go right at noon when free agency. Actually, we've been going for 3 hours now. My bad. Yeah, almost 3 hours. So we'll go another more hour because it started at noon today. Um, a lot of the players and stuff they sign ahead of time. So like all your guys like Stamkos, Allreckman, Larson, Jonathan Marchessault, all them guys are already agreed to these contracts. It's just they can't make it official or sign anything until noon free agency day, which is 9 times out of 10 July 1st. Other than there's a couple years where they were a little off because of like COVID and stuff because they had to shut down. But yeah. So there's Anthony Millevare's contract. Don't you love these people that people know today's a big day, so if they want to do something big, like oh yeah, let's do I want to give away my tickets or scan you. This person says about they won't be able to make the Chris Brown concert. Anyone interested in getting 3 tickets to the concert at State Farm Arena, Atlanta, Georgia, July 5th? All the freaking hashtags, and then they hashtag NHL Free Agency because they know people are watching it today, so it's going to get out there more. What's that say? You now have 40 eggs. That's funny. Everybody wants that Anthony Bellavere gone. Of course, the Penguins got him out of all places, Just how life goes. So we're still watching free agency here. Again, it kind of dies down, like I said, 3 hours in. We'll watch for another hour, and then we'll probably call it there. Maybe a little sooner. It not really picks up. I'll keep an eye on it, but it is Canada Day. So they're celebrating up there in Canada. So the Penguins made a couple little signings today. Nothing. I wouldn't say any of them are really impactful for my Penguins, but Nashville, out of all places, Nashville has been impactful today. Wow, they signed like a bunch of big players. So Calgary's done good with Anthony Mantha going up there. And, who else did Calgary get? If I can pick nothing up. Jake Bean went up there. He's another former Carolina Hurricane. So they made an impact. Chicago with Bertuzzi and Teravainen. That's pretty big for them. I know they got a couple others. Vancouver, Boston flipped a couple players. Jake DeBrusk went to Vancouver. And then Boston got like Lindholm and Zadorov from Vancouver. And then you got teams like LA and Edmonton's flopping. Edmondson, Arvidsson, and Fogle all flipping around. Dallas got Dumba. Stevenson went to Seattle. New Jersey's got a couple new guys on their team. Oh. Refresh this again. Let's see if there's anything new. Nope. All right, let's see if I can get in here and refresh this. I'm gonna pop a Brinker home. But we have to be let outside, Dad. I'm just waiting for something to happen. I need my stick. I need my stick to poke. Come on, do something. Do something. So there you go, RG5. Hurricane signed Tyson Jost to a 1 year, $775,000 deal, which actually that's really good. If he can perform well for you guys, that's actually a really good deal for him. Hopefully he'll turn into at least a decent player again. I'll be right back. Oh. But nothing new's coming out yet that I'm seeing anywhere. Get out of here, Finn. There it is. I finally updated it. Alright, let's see what's going on now. Maybe they fixed it. They did. They fixed the lists. Obviously, this will get updated over time. So, jeez, Finn. Hey, no fighting over the Chewy. Yep, there he is. Penguins signed him. Kevin Shattenkirk's out there now, too. A couple people out there. Keep an eye on this list. This is a list of all the available free agents per team. So you can go through and look and see who's available. Because earlier it said Jeff Carter was a restricted free agent. I'm like, no way. That man retired. Blah. Dina. Sit down. You're not getting none. Pain in the butt, doggos. Yeah, talking about you, dog. Stop yelling! Please, dog. Jeez. Doesn't care.
They want to be on the show, dude.
I guess.
Oh my god, I'm like so late. Really? Nothing like freaking spitting right in front of me.
Oh my god, somebody walked in front of me. I gotta freak out now.
45 minutes. Shave and shower.
Oh boy. Dog being a dog. Yep, you're right, Dante. Dog's being a dog. That's Xena. She's our German Shepherd crazy dog who doesn't care about anything but herself.
She is a lunatic.
She is a lunatic. Then she comes running out here looking for food. Not happening, puppy. No. No. Calvin DeHaan, 1 year, $800,000 to Colorado. Max Domi staying with the Leafs. 4 year, $3.75 million. There's Edmonton. That's who I wanted to look at here and see who's all available for Edmonton. Adam Henrique, Matthias Janmark still out there. I do know that. Connor Brown resigned. Sam Carrick's gone. Adam Ernie still there. Warren Fogel's gone. Seth Griffith's still there. Brad Malone, Greg McKegg, Corey Perry. Colorado has a lot of people available, looks like, but looks to be a lot of young guys. I don't even know. Cogliano retired. Drew Henry signed. Jack Johnson. Caleb Jones. Sean Walker, I know, went somewhere. A lot of these guys are still under contract, too, so, but a lot of them retired. There's a lot of guys that retired this year, but still will show their name on here because technically they were still under contract till the end of this year. So, technically. What about my stars? Sam Steele, Matt Murray, Craig Smith, Scott Wedgwood's gone. Shane stayed.
Do you have everything you need for work? Clothes-wise? Okay. The dryer must have got the settings reset. Power outage. And the Eco Boost was on. And the Not So Dry was on. And all the stuff still wet. So, alright, I gotta go get ready. I'm so late.
And over time, this list will be updated. So we go in there and say, "Oh, Tyler Bertuzzi says he's available." Joel Edmondson says they'll refresh it. And be out in Anaheim available. So I know they haven't done a whole lot out there today. Some names are out there still good. All right, let's take a look here and see if we got anybody else new going out. So here's your in and outs for the Bruins. Lindholm, Zadorov, Tuft, and Max Jones all come in. They lose DeBrusque, Heinen, and Forbort. They go to Vancouver. Grizzly goes to Pittsburgh, and Maroon goes to Chicago. Oh, that's not what I wanted to click on. So we're still kind of waiting to see what happens here. Stay live for a few more minutes. Nothing crazy's happening big. I'll be putting on my X. I'll be retweeting stuff if stuff happens while I'm off. There's Thomas Nezik. Signed a 1-year contract from New Jersey to go to Florida. AJ Greer leaving Calgary behind to go to Florida as well. So keep an eye on all that. You okay, Bean Dip? Zena? What's going on? Do a quick pan through my social medias real quick here. Burrow is a Category 5 hurricane, by the way. So, as of now, ranked by points last season, here are the remaining unrestricted free agents. Number 1 is Joe Pavelski. Number 2 is Shane Gostisbehere. 3 is Vladimir Tarasenko. 4 is Adam Henrique. 5th is Jeff Skinner. 6th is Daniel Sprong. 7 is James Van Riemsdyk. 8 is Tyler Johnson. 9 is Jack Roslovic. And 10 is Alexander Wenberg. So that is the top 10 still available free agents as of that's per point, ranked by points last year. So still good many names out there. Really is. See what who everybody can pick up on. So, I mean, that's really it right now. There's nothing else going on. So, give it about 5 more minutes here. We might be hopping off then because not much, like I said, not much is going on. I don't think much else is going to go on. I mean, you're going to get signings now the rest of the day, but all the really, really big names are gone. Um, keep refreshing on my feeds. I'm not seeing much. Alrighty, guys. Well, I think we're gonna hop off there. Like I said, there's not much going on, so we're gonna just hop off there. Anything big happens, I will repost it to. Um, we'll finish off with this post here from Frank Saravalli. Not sure there is a team in a worse cap situation than the Avalanche. It is hilarious, or hellacious. Sorry, it is hellacious. 11 forwards, Landeskog and Shuskin, 5 defensemen and 2 goalies, and they have check notes 300,000 in cap space. 300,000. That's nothing in their cap space. Legit, not sure where they go from here. So, Capitals or the Avalanche, Colorado Avalanche can't be doing much signing right now, so they're kind of stuck. Then clear up some of that cap space. So that's what happens when you have all kind of good talent. You don't want that good talent sometimes. So see what happens with that. But other than that, thank you everybody for tuning in today. Hope you enjoyed a little bit of free agency day. We've been on for about 3.5 hours here. Yeah, about 3.5 hours. If anything crazy happens while I get off, I'll retweet it in my personal Twitter account. That's at @JoshBrinker_WX. You can follow me on there, and I'll share that stuff for you. But until then, thank you all so much for tuning in. Have a great night, and we'll see you out there again. I know they might be storm chasing on Wednesday, so keep an eye open for that. So have a great night, everybody. We'll check it y'all later.